We're going to talk about the main topic of the evening, the DJI Mavic 3 coming in September. And Bill the Drone Reviewer here. If you like the content of this video or anything on my channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any future content. With that, let's begin. The other night I hosted Rotor Talk Live and was joined by co-host Marcus Crawford. We talked about a number of subjects, but we spent the better part of the evening discussing all the latest rumors and information regarding the DJI Mavic 3. So without any further ado, let's roll that broadcast in its entirety. Well, you know, we're going to talk about the main topic of the evening, the DJI Mavic 3 coming in September. And I know, you know, I put this in the title tonight because, you know, it's like all of a sudden, hello, there's something out there on the Chinese version of the FCC database with some things. And I'm going to go ahead and share this article. Now, you know, Hey Kesteloo is with Drone XL now. That's his own outfit. He's not with Drone DJ anymore. And, you know, he put out a recent article about this. And let me go ahead and get that up here. And one of the things, you know, everybody is like all interested in is, let me get this up here. Okay.
See, if I was like Ron, Bill, I would have had something quick-witted to fill in there while you were doing that. I'm just not as sharp as Mr. Brown.
Ron has these. He's like that, okay? Ron should do stand-up comedy sometime. I think he would do very well with that, okay? Yeah, for sure, because he's very good with that. Now, you know, the article talked DJI Mavic 3 rumored to have optical image stabilization, okay? And what I thought I would like to do before we get into this here, you know, is to kind of go over and I'm going to bring up now this is from Wikipedia, and it's what they talk about image stabilization. It's a family of techniques that reduce blurring associated with the motion of a camera or other imaging device during exposure. Generally, it compensates for pan and tilt of the imaging device through electronic image stabilization. Can also compensate for its rotation. It's used in image-stabilized binoculars, still and video cameras, astronomical telescopes, also smartphones, mainly the high-end. With still cameras, camera shake is a particular problem in slow shutter speeds or with long focal length lenses. With video cameras, camera shake causes visible frame-to-frame jitter in the recorded video. In astronomy, the problem of lens shake is amplified by variation in the atmosphere, which changes in apparent positions in objects over time. Okay, I just wanted to get it out there because I know somebody might not be familiar with image stabilization. You know, and I know if Marcus would, you know, he probably has his iPhone up there, and with my Galaxy Note 10 Plus, I mean, it's in here, okay? And let me tell you, the video, and Marcus, I know Marcus will testify on his iPhone, the video on this is just stellar. It's just rock solid.
How about another version of it? You know,
that's true.
Yeah,
that's true. You know, and then here on the you know, rock steady on the Osmo Action. Now,
rock steady.
And Marcus has rocks. Marcus out. He out rock paper scissored me on that one. Okay. So we're gonna get to this here now. Our buddy Cedalev, you know, he put these out here, but these were out on the Chinese database. So you know, this is what this looks like. And now is Hey Kesselou, as I wrote some time ago for Drone DJ, the DJI Phantom series is dead and will be replaced by the new Mavic 3. The new Mavic 3 will take things to a whole new level with interchangeable lens system with optical image stabilization. Among other things, this new drone will likely feature 360 obstacle avoidance and MFT camera system and will be quite a bit larger than the current Mavic 2 Pro and Zoom series. Now, DJI's new OIS system for the Mavic 3 will not only help the drone to create even smoother video footage, but should make a big difference for low-light photography where slower shutter speeds are used. After some smaller issues related to obstacle avoidance and hardware and other software challenges linked to the use of dual IMUs, the release for the Mavic 3 is now scheduled for September. You know, we're not getting it in the summer. He talks about it. On a positive note, The Mavic 3 seems to become a monster of a drone that I can't wait to get my hands on. Well, hey, if you're watching, that makes more than one of us. I'll tell you that. Marcus, your thoughts on this?
Hey, well, first thing is Cliff Totten is making a point in the chat here that, right, any kind of electronic image stabilization, there's a crop in the sensor. So it'll be interesting to see what is their solution for that. So the image stabilization, will it only be available in lower resolutions? Right. So we don't know any of that yet, but it's all interesting stuff and it's all good stuff. And I'll be honest with you. I don't know that we will ever get away from mechanical stabilization. But is this a combination of both? There's more questions than answers. But it's exciting. No matter what, if it's coming from DJI, it's going to be pretty damn cool. So
it is. Okay. And here's what I'll reference here. Okay. And one of the things, and I'm going to be doing a video on it shortly, is the smart photo feature on the Mavic Air 2. Okay. I don't know about you, Marcus, but it impressed the daylights out of me, and I saw recently, I was watching Bill Thomas on Xeno Nation last night, and him posting some of those pictures up there, and I've taken some as well. I've got a video that I'm working on, and it'll be coming out this weekend on that. It's just a fantastic feature. Okay, now I kind of think, and this is just me, and see if I'm right here. I think DJI was kind of whetting our appetite with what they put on the Mavic Air 2. I mean, there's a lot of things on there that are kind of like signaling future in my book.
Yeah, no question. Listen, and when we've made this statement 100 times before too, Bill, what we know about DJI is they're going to come up with something that'll just blow us away that we don't even know we want yet, that'll be on that new drone. And when we see it, we'll just go nuts.
Well, I want to also address this too, because I just saw this in the chat. Talking about DJI's customer service, and I'm going to digress from the Mavic 3 for just a second here. Okay, there is a great way to handle the way you approach DJI customer service. Now, I talked to our good friend Jim Boyd from Above and Beyond Drones, and he's the incredible issues he's having with his Matrice. Okay. And he asked me, what's the best way? And I gave him the way that I use all the time. Okay. And the best way, number one, to contact DJI support, I have found historically, okay, it's been through Twitter. And what you do is you contact them at DJI support. You give a brief explanation of what's going on. Okay. You don't get into details. All right. And say, could somebody contact me? And more often than not, what you will do, you will get a direct message on Twitter from them asking for them to explain in detail. Now, here's a couple of really good points with this, okay? One of my dad's favorite sayings is get all your ducks lined up in a row when you're getting ready to do something, okay? And what you mean by that, what my dad meant by that was, if you're getting ready to make a presentation, have everything there, okay? Get your data ready. If you're having an issue with DJI, okay, get telemetry data ready, get screenshots ready. If you have log files, get those ready. Video clips, get those ready. Get everything ready to send to them, okay? Number one. And number two, and this is so important, and I can't emphasize this enough, okay? If you say, you bleeping, and you start going off on language with them, okay? Guys, you won't even get to the batter's box with them, okay? They're going to cut you off so fast, it'll make your head spin, all right? If you kill them with kindness, okay, I've always found out. Now, I haven't always got what I wanted, but I'll tell you what, I got their attention, and I got to somebody who could make a decision for me. I've had multiple instances, when people said there's no way they were going to do anything for you, and they did. So this is the way to approach DJI customer support. I can't emphasize this enough, okay? What do you say, Marcus?
I'm just saying you're spot on. Just like you, anytime, well, they've always been responsive, but particularly through Twitter. If you go to their support, DJI, is it DJI support? I can't remember exactly, on Twitter. You get a response very, very quickly, and you can even have a conversation with them about whatever it is. And to your point, Bill, you really want to be civil. I mean, listen, you understand when you're having a problem with a drone, and particularly a DJI drone that you paid a lot of money for, you're going to be frustrated, but you've got to keep that under control. And they seem to be pretty darn responsive that I've seen.
Yeah, they are. And and one of the other things too, and this is, a lot of people ask me about insurance, and I know we're digressing from Mavic 3. We'll get back to that here in a second. Asking about, should I get DJI Care Refresh? Okay. It never hurts to get DJI Care Refresh. Okay. But you have to understand how it works. Okay. If you go into it blindly, okay, oh, I lost my drone, can you replace my drone? Okay. Well, number one, you need to be able to send the drone back to DJI. Okay. That's the only way DJI Care Refresh works, guys. All right. And number two, and this is something I've seen a lot of people have some sore points with. Okay. Now, and let's say this on consumer drones, because I know Jim has a very different case, and I really feel for him. And Jim, I hope and pray that you can get that taken care of. Okay. There is a good chance they're going to send you a refurbished unit back that's not yours. All right. And, Jim's a different case. All right. And I want to state that,
well, his is commercial as opposed to
right.
consumer. Right.
Exactly, Marcus. Jim is commercial. This is consumer. Okay. You're going to get a Mavic 2 Pro back. Okay. Is it going to be your exact drone? Probably not. But you know what? Refurbished means that they've looked through that unit, and they're getting it back to you. It's in brand new condition. All right. Nobody's ever really flown that. Yes, sir.
One more point on that, Bill. If you live in Canada, as you know, in Canada, you are registering that serial number with the government, or I'm not sure exactly how that works. So if you do that and you get another drone back from DJI, it's up to you to update that serial number with your drone license or registration up there. I got that from paying attention to what our friend Lauren Donauer posts.
Well, Cliff put in here, and this is a really good one. I'm betting we get a Mavic 3 zoom with IMX 586, quad bear, and 3x zoom, and Pro 3 with Autel's IMX 383 1-inch sensor, no zoom. Cliff is definitely somebody who I always go to as far as and Metro Drones. Thank you, Bill. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Cliff is somebody I always turn to for something like this, because he's the camera expert to me. Okay. I just don't, he's the one that I go to. So, definitely that's it. As far as, yeah, I wanted to put that up there for everybody to see. Now, as far as performance is concerned, and one of the things, Marcus has said it, and it's one of my favorite things that he always says, DJI gives you something you don't know you need, okay? You don't realize it until they come out with it, and it's like, wow, yeah, I want now, it's like, yeah, I definitely want it now, kind of a thing, So, this is something we look forward to these things. Now Hayes talking about a true, a 360 obstacle avoidance, okay? And let's, I want to spend a minute on this, because, the obstacle avoidance on the Mavic 2 series, Marcus, a lot of it's only enabled in certain modes, okay?
That's very true.
So, we need to, and what I'm hoping for is you can toggle a switch, to have that on or have that off all the time. I mean, really, truly 360, if it's running all the time, it would be fantastic, or the ability to shut off, say, I'm going to shut off the top sensors or the bottom sensor or the side or the front and back, have that ability to do that. What's your thoughts about that?
Hey, well, so you just made me think of a point to make with regard to that. So that obstacle avoidance on the Mavic 2 is so underrated. I think a lot of people just haven't tried it. They're afraid to do it because, you know, obviously you've got a lot of money tied up in that drone. Now, I've experimented around with it. Will it track me like my Skydio 2 does? No, it won't. You could, if you move fast enough, you can lose the drone because it's all optical tracking. But I'm telling you, as long as you keep it in that slow mode, there's a slow mode and a fast mode. In that slow mode, you can have 100% confidence that drone is not going to hit anything. It will not hit anything, and it'll follow you through the trees or what. And in some ways, and I'll bet you Lauren will ring in on this, it's better than the Skydio because it tends to be more cinematic. It's not moving around as much. So I'm willing to bet that whatever their next version on the Mavic 3 is going to be even better yet and will be absolutely amazing. And Bill, I got to be honest with you, buddy. I've challenged you before to try out that tracking on your Mavic 2, man. I keep waiting for that video. I haven't seen it yet.
You know what? I need to get the Mavic 2 out because it's been a while. It's kind of like it's calling, you know, it's like a siren song. It's calling my name. It's sitting on my desk behind me. So I'm gonna be busting that out because I'll tell you what, you know, flying that is just a pure joy. And I think that's one of the things why people are going to be so hyped up when the Mavic 3 does come out. Now, you know, Cliff was talking about like having two models, like, you know, a pro model, a zoom model, that kind of thing. You know, I think from what, you know, in understanding, you know, from Cliff's standpoint, I think in order to perfect that technology, I think that's the route that DJI is probably going to go, is to have a zoom and have a pro model with these features. What are your thoughts?
Well, I just saw a couple of comments here that really piqued my interest. So two things. Lauren is saying, yeah, make sure you turn APAS on. So I made that long statement. And yes, you're going to want APAS on so that the drone will go around objects. Two, Ethan Mitchell is saying there that with the OA sensors, kind of like a backup camera, that would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Just under certain situations,
yeah,
you could turn on that side camera or the back camera and kind of get a look at something. Maybe even not for perfect video or pictures or anything, but just to kind of see where you're at or something. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. Now, Hot Rod in Daytona says, you know, he does talk about, you know, Hay talks about in the article that these cameras could be interchangeable. Okay, kind of like the Autel Evo 2, where those cameras will be interchangeable as well. You know, who knows? I mean, at this point, you know what DJI is coming up with. We just know it is coming. Okay, and it's kind of good that we get, you know, we kind of got a sneak peek at what this optical image stabilization is. You know, it's foretelling of a lot of good things coming with the Mavic 3. So, you know, it's kind of like going to be stay tuned. And realize this, Marcus, you know, it's almost the end of June. Okay. September is 2 months away. So it's not like it's that far away. So in other words, get that finger ready because the buy button is going to need to be hit in September.
Man, Bill. Yeah, you're right. It probably
okay.
There's going to be something that's going to blow me away, and I'll just have to do it. Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm going to pose this question to you into the chat right now. Okay. This is a Ron. I'm doing this for you, my friend. Okay. Because I know you like to do these kind of things. All right. If you had to get rid of a drone to make room for your Mavic 3, what would it be?
Oh, geez. Yeah. Well, it's not going to be this guy, and it's not going to be the Mavic Mini. It's going to be nothing that says DJI in front of it, and it's going to be nothing that says Skydio in front of it. I'll just throw that out right now. If I had to get rid of one, I know it would be the Potensic Dreamer 4K.
There you go.
Or I should say the Bad Dreamer 4K.
Bad Dreamer, yeah. You know, that's a drone. If it had some kind kind of gimbal and stabilization on it, that would be. I watched your video on that. I mean, that's just that's just one of those things, and that's that FEMI drone. I mean, that's just they rebranded that. I mean, that's what that is. So
it's similar, Bill. It really isn't the same drone. It looks a lot like it. It sure looks like it's built by FEMI because it's very, very similar.
Okay, I have to say this. Okay, Michael Wright. I'd sell my Mavic 2, and you know what? My answer for that question is it would be my Mavic 2 Pro, because if I'm getting a Mavic 3, okay, my Mavic 2 Pro will never be the same. All right, it will. It will kind of be like, not there. It won't have those capabilities. And I think the thing that excites me the most about the Mavic 3, Marcus, in reading this and in reading all the information on there, is this low light capability. Because, and here I am. I was Ron Brown's Mavic 2 Pro salesperson. Okay. When we went out to the beach that night, okay, he had his Mavic Pro up and I had my Mavic 2 Pro up, and I was looking at his screen and he was looking at mine. He says, I can't believe it. And you looked at Ron's screen, with the iPad, and it was dark. It was dark because of the image coming from the Mavic Pro. And then he looked at mine. He goes, "Oh my gosh!" He was just astounded at it. And then Susan and Valerie and Ron and I, we stopped afterwards at their hotel, and we sat down and had some Coca-Colas, and we were talking about it, and Ron says, "I think I got to get that Mavic 2 Pro, Bill." And he was so sold on it.
My question is, Bill.
Yeah.
So 4 of you there. What did Susan say, Ron's wife?
She didn't say anything. Okay. Which I was kind of surprised. She didn't say anything about that. So I kind of think Ron has some carte blanche with drones and his hobby with Susan there. I think he does. I think he's got it. Susan's a great person. I really like her. It was really wonderful getting to know her and spending some time with them. And I think she's 100% behind Ron's hobby, as long as she's not in the videos. Okay, I think that's that was one of her things.
Yeah.
But we got a lot to look forward to with this Mavic 3, Marcus. I can't say enough about that. Question of the day: does the DJI Mavic 3 sound like a drone you'd be interested in purchasing? Let me know in the comments section below. Thanks so much for watching, and remember, it's a great day to fly.
Maybe I was blind, known you forever while I tried to